So right here you can see that with that next log, I'll be cutting out the frame for the window on this side. Haven't been working on that side, just this side for now. I had to pull off a few logs to correct the cut on that one there. And what that did was allow me to guide it in more smoothly, because that one was further in than that one, and that one was further in than that one. And that is going to continue to come back in. I've got a format length now, and that's gonna, the rest of them on top are just gonna pull it in tight, and that'll smooth right out and seal right up. So that is where we're at. I'm excited to get another window frame up as soon as I get that next set of logs up, and see how that's going to go faster. And I'm excited. So that's where we're at for now. Got my best helper here. He makes me happy. He's learning how to use power tools in general through this project, and that's something that I'm excited to share with him. Let it go, buddy. Silly Billy. You got to keep it in there so it can take the screws out. Otherwise we can't use the boards to build the cabin. Oh, gotta push it down a little bit harder before you start. There you go. You find it? Use the light on here like a flashlight. I can see it. You gotta reach down there 2 boards down with your hand. Perfect. Good boy. Hey, buddy.
Sometimes I'm silly, and sometimes I get to...
Yeah, but that's going to run out of battery before you get all of the screws out of the boards. If you just do that. Keep it straight with the screw. It's okay that it make those pounding sounds, buddy, because that's an impact driver. Yep, that's an impact driver, so that's why it makes those sounds, buddy. So that's all right. It's made to do that.
I wish it could never be an impact driver.
Yeah, well, when I fix the other drill, then you can use that one, okay? Sound like a good idea?
Okay.
There's mosquitoes out here. One just landed on my glove. Then I swatted at it and it went away. All right. Hey, buddy. Give me some rock here. Turkey. Love you. Thanks for helping me. Hey, what are you helping me to do? Hey, Willy Bully. What are you helping me do?
Taking these boards off.
Well, why? What are we going to do with those boards? What are we doing with those boards? Using them for what?
The cabin.
The cabin. This little fella decided to be a worm on the rug, and rug burned his forehead, and it swelled up too. Poor guy. Well, where's the cabin? If we're building the cabin.
Right there.
What? Oh, look at that. All right, head over there. I'm going to take a picture for your uncle, okay? I'm going up. This is where we're going to start the window. So you can see right there, there's that line. That line marks where the bottom of the window is going to go. So we're going to get this log on and cut the window out, pin or frame spot out, and then frame it up and support it a little bit, and then we'll get on with that side or the back. I don't know. I might do a little work on the back tonight. Probably only do 1 or 2 more before I go see if there are some more pallets. But cross our fingers and see what we got, because that pile of pallets is not going to finish building that cabin. I'll tell you that much. So We will see. But either way, it's going to go up. Slower or faster, depends on depends on how he does or how we do together. He's doing awesome though. Every screw he takes out's one less I have to take out, so it makes it that much faster for me, and I appreciate his help. Fast or slow doesn't make a difference. And at least he knows how to control it. That'll be good. He'll have an idea what to do when we put in the chimney pipe, or the stove pipe. Thanks for your help, bud.
This is how slow it can go.
That's pretty slow.
And it can't even get the screws out.
Try it. We gotta push it till it moves. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you're doing perfect, buddy. Yeah, good idea.
How about you help me with the oven drill, please?
All right. Okay, say sayonara.
Sayonara.
Well, that's as far as we got today. A couple more up. And cut the joinery on the back side so that here, let's come inside the cabin with me. Cut these out on both sides. Nice, smooth, feels good. And I've started to bind them throughout here so that they don't get flared out and separated. That was a mistake that I made on the lower logs, not binding them so much in that area because I was afraid of cutting into them. I wasn't really sure about my angles yet for the joinery. And closing the gaps, getting my templates down. So I have a template for the either side of the door, which is going to last one more, and then not going to be any good until I get up above the windows, because as you can see, like I mentioned earlier, this line right here is 2 inches up. And so with the next log that goes on there, I'm going to be cutting out the start area for the frame of the windows, or the window on that side, and got a few more to go. So I've got the next log, the one I do in the morning, will be there, and then I've got 3 more on this side to go up before I get to framing in that window. And so that's where I'm at on that section. And what I was talking about is not, see how tight that is together. There's not real spaces in between those, and so moving around, compare that to down here and there. So I can see all the way down. See those spaces? Those are spaces that I don't want. Just flares out, increases or decreases the strength and longevity of those areas. So now I'm not going to have that issue. I'm getting more experience and lining things up the way I want. It feels more like a solid log because they're bound throughout before we get to this spot. There I've got everything cut out to put right here. It's too late, so I'm not going to be able to finish that tonight, but it is all ready for the morning, and I've taken down some of the supports that I've had on that side of the door frame because that wall is up to where I had them, and I am able to simply make sure that as I continue each log, they stay pretty flush with the inside of that frame, and as long as that happens, we'll be okay with having the frame be placed the way it should. And now that I've got templates for lengths, I'll have consistency all the way up. And that's going to be the same throughout. I just have to make sure that I have my overall length on that back wall consistent. I have templates there and for both sides there, so that's going to make that easy. And yeah, I have the template for there and there for the length. That way I just line up the ends and I chop it at the correct length. I still have not addressed the settling, and I think until I get a floor jack I won't be addressing that. Just going to continue on the way it is. But it seems big and small to me at the same time. I feel like I've done a lot and have so much to do. Mostly because I'm racing the winter. I'm hoping, like I keep saying, to get this done before the snow falls. Yes, it's September, mid-September, late September. But if I need to put on more than just a couple logs a day. So today I put that on, and no, I think today I put that on. I already had that on, but I cut it out, and then I put, let's see, we'll just have to look at what I did earlier. I think I put that one and that one and that one on, but I might have just put that one and that one on. Yeah, I think that was just that one and that one. And then I took them off like you saw and corrected what I needed to and put them back on. And that was it. I tried using the jigs for the ends there, but I found that I'm just custom cutting each board as I assemble it because I'm not totally consistent with my angles here. So when this cabin finds a new home, I'm going to have to number every board so that they go back in exactly the same order, or else it won't be the way it is now. But that's simple enough. I'll just choose a designation and probably do it with colored pencils or something, I don't know, or colored tape. Tape them all and then label the tape from the bottom to the top as we go. A lot of questions in my head still about if I'm going to put any windows in the back. I'm thinking about it. I've got some glass that I could make a window frame and have a little horizontal window so we could get some sunlight coming in from the back side here, which is facing west. Otherwise, we're just totally excluding the sunset from our cabin experience on this side. And I don't want to totally exclude the sunset, but you know, long term, when I get the when I get the balcony, the wraparound balcony complete, then we can sit up there and watch the sunset. That'll give us a lot better view, considering that there's a brick wall right there. Oh. And with that in mind, I'm gonna see. I've got some glass. I was thinking about getting, you know, I could put a window in that back, on that back wall. That would make it go up a lot faster too, just like it's making these other, well, that one hasn't done much, but like it's making this side go up faster because it's less materials and can go quicker. And of course tomorrow, that corner is gonna go up pretty quick. What I do need to do is sharpen that chainsaw and see if I can use that to cut those angles, because that's why I got it, to speed things up, and that would speed it up a ton. So I need to get the tools to sharpen the chainsaw and sit down and take the time to do that. I was hoping to be able to do that before now, but it hasn't happened, and that's the way life goes, so oh well. But we'll get it done eventually and move forward. So right now I'm going to go ahead and pull that blue tarp you see back there over that back wall and over the floor a little bit, because the sprinkler that's on the other side of that wall overshoots about 8 feet this side of that wall, which means every night this is getting wet to about where these boards are on the floor there, and that's not what I want. I mean, those boards are not nearly as bad as warped as these ones over here, but I think a big part of that is because this on this end I didn't make the mistake of turning them the wrong way when I put them down like I did those ones. You see. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is getting my belt sander in here and cleaning things up, flattening things out, because this right here, that's just way too much. Here, let me turn on the other side so you can see that. Well, that's a big variation, and I'll put in the screws that I can and have that hold it as much as I can, but I want the floor to be relatively flat, not scalloped with a over 1/4 inch variation. So we'll fix that, but hopefully tomorrow we'll see a lot more height. Definitely on the front. I really want to frame in both windows tomorrow. Really want to do that. And I went and got some more pallets. They had 5 more, so I need to get those disassembled, and then I'll be able to use them, because I've got 3 boards there, 3 boards there, the boards I have stabilizing, and 2 over there, and that is all I've got to work with, besides the ones I have cut for right here already, and that's not going to be enough to do much with. So tomorrow I might start out by pulling apart some of those pallets so that I can have something to work with and increase the height of the walls. And I want to get this up. I want to get it up so that it's safe, so that it's out of the weather, so that we can use it and enjoy it. And we'll see, because next weekend I'm going to take the weekend off, or at least a couple of days, and go take my son up so we can be camping with his cousins, spend some time with my brother out in the wilderness, and look at some spots we wish we could put this. But can't yet. Gonna enjoy some mountains. But I think that's probably enough rambling for me. I wish I got more done than I did, but honestly, I got tired and I took my son out. We went for a drive in the truck and got him a surprise, and I'll have him show that to you sometime. And that's it for now. So tomorrow you'll see more, and we'll get you updated. Thank you much for joining me. Please smash that subscribe button and that thumbs up, because that helps out. Share it with your buddies. Thank you. Well, see me next time. Everybody's helping. Check this out. And she's doing this of her own volition. I didn't tell her to do it. Acá, hija. Mira. I'll guide her to it. She's kind of lost there. Check this out, though. She's a worker. Tell you what. She watched me stack those others over there. She just decided to do it with the short ones. I didn't even ask her to. Muy bien. Eso, muy bien. Arrástralo. Just drag it just like that, babe. There you go, darling. That's smarty pants. You can take the next one. Keep going with that one. Finish what you started. Yo no soy mami. Anda a terminarlo. Good girl. Allá. Allá con el otro. Go put it where the other one is. That's okay. Está bien. No importa. Llévate esa. Loquilla. Muy bien. Muy bien. Palo. Un palo. Well, today I had planned on getting a whole lot more done, but spent some time with my little girl instead of just pushing on. Did a good little push. You can see raised that. That one I've got to cut out for the frame. Across the back there's an extra log there, here, and there. No, I think I did that one yesterday. But that one on the edge, I did. I did that beam there, that log there, that log there, that log there, this log, and that log, and now, see how tall this is on the inside. On me, it's almost up to, let's see, one more and it'll be up to my armpit, but it's up past my stomach. And on here, you can see down there's the line where I've got to follow that out and center the space where we're going to put in where I'm going to put in the frame for the window along this spot. One thing I did do besides what I just mentioned was disassemble 10 pallets. So over there you can see I got one more than I had. Pick one more up today, so there's 6. And I've got this wood here, besides what I used and what I put up. Got that wood there, and that pile over there, and that pile over there, and I added to this pile, because these I don't use very much for that. I might use these for the porch. Haven't decided yet. And of course, the traditional looking under the pallet bits. I've just been piling, throwing them out of the way for now. I can use those as firewood or building for other stuff. I can trim those down to 2x2s. You can do a lot with them, but over there I'm putting the ones that are that have no metal in them, and the ones that have metal in them, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, piling over here. Usually just thinking about firewood, so I have screws in them somewhere, at least one. Some, a lot, have more than one. And most of those are from the square head screws. The Torx screws, I've had only a handful actually break off. So that means that I have more material to work with and less time getting it usable. And I've already filled this full of the shorter Torx screw head screws, and this I'm going with the longer ones. Besides what's in there, I have these ones are the longer ones here, so it's a good amount. And lots of scraps. I've yet to burn what's in the stove. I need to restore that. If you watched my videos a long time ago, I picked that up and mentioned it. And so I've got 6 pallets left right now. And those pallets on the other side, those are the 10-foot pallets, and I'm leaving those purposefully for now because I'm planning on using those for the joists for the second story, the loft. And I have some here that are 10 foot, so everything that's on that you see there, these are all 10 foot. And I've got those 3 pallets of 10 foot. The rest are 7.5 or 8 feet. And I just remembered that I have 4 more pallets sitting on the other side of the yard. But the cabin is, as you see it, a little bit taller not much to show for what I did today. I asked my wife what she thought. She said, well, it seems like it's going up kind of slow. And I thought, well, I'm the only one working on it. And I spent some time hanging out with my little girl today, so it's not like tons of it went up. But also, 10 pallets got disassembled and stacked, and so that's something that consumed some time as well. Since I was doing that, or during the time, some of the time I was hanging out with my little girl, that was more than an hour just assembling and stacking. So hour and a half at least. But I also got a late start to the day, and that's just reality, you know. Get up, cook breakfast, take the kids to school, come back, have your own breakfast, that sort of thing. But now the angle I'm holding the camera at, it looks like that back wall is a little bit higher than the front wall almost. No, it is on this side, but on that other side it's not. If I hold things level, you can see there, that's the progression of the walls. And I'm gonna need a lot more material to finish things up, but especially with that back wall being solid, uses a lot of boards. And let's actually go count how much material is in one log back here. I haven't really thought about it, so I've got one, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 bits. 6 and 2 bits. 7, 8, about 9. So in making one of these logs, I use about a pallet and a half each one. So right there, so I've got a layer below the floor, remember, it's actually thicker, so that's, and 1 and 2 and 3 and wait, 1.5, 3 and 6 and 9, 10.5. So in this back wall I have 10.5 pallets already, and that's not even halfway done, so I'm going to need another maybe 15 pallets just for that back wall. And that window idea is looking even better. Because obviously that wall is not using another 15 pallets to finish it. And no other wall will. That wall is about to get framed up for windows and use a whole lot less material. That wall uses, let's see, for each of these logs, I've got 1, 2, got 3 boards at most, with some leftovers. And well, let's see, say one of those and one of these, so the leftovers from that fit this, so let's say 6. So in one pallet I have there and there taken care of, and there and there in another pallet. So each level there, instead of a pallet and a half, between these two walls is 2 pallets. And now these ones, these are tiny, and I've got 2 boards in there. And so pulling 9 boards off of each pallet, plus the 2 short ones, by that I'm talking about these, from each, with what I'm using here around the window, I've got, let's see, 4 boards per level. So each pallet uses each level uses half a pallet, the way that window sets. And I have better established standards for doing that, so the angles and placement's getting better, as you can see over there, as you can see here. The width is where that should be, the depth is where that should be, and that's the way it's going to be from now on going up. So that's going to be more uniform, and it'll be faster to cut, especially now that I just mark it, and I'll be able to use that chainsaw. Hopefully that'll be a smooth cut. We'll find out. That's what'll come tomorrow. So gonna do this. Hopefully that is just, if I go really slow, still should be under a minute to do each of those, compared to multiple minutes, because I'm doing one and then coming over with the handsaw and finishing up. But that is going to get better, and there's the heads up for tomorrow. So I don't think I've shown this side. Those little supports just to guide the next level up, or those are coming off. But you can see how I deviated there, and I'm gonna fix it. And no wonder that wasn't going in. I'll just push those out, and that'll be better. There we go. And I can hammer that into place, and that's going to be a lot more straight. Thanks for joining me for the update. Please like and subscribe, and share this with anyone that might be interested. And we'll see you next time. So right here you can see that with that next log, I'll be cutting out the frame for the window on this side. Haven't been working on that side, just this side for now. I had to pull off a few logs to correct the cut on that one there. And what that did was allow me to guide it in more smoothly, because that one was further in than that one, and that one was further in than that one. And that is going to continue to come back in. I've got a format length now, and that's gonna, the rest of them on top are just gonna pull it in tight, and that'll smooth right out and seal right up. So that is where we're at. I'm excited to get another window frame up as soon as I get that next set of logs up, and see how that's gonna go faster. And I'm excited. So that's where we're at for now. Got my best helper here. He makes me happy. He's learning how to use power tools in general through this project, and that's something that I'm excited to share with him. Let it go, buddy. Silly Billy. You got to keep it in there so it can take the screws out. Otherwise we can't use the boards to build the cabin. Oh, gotta push it down a little bit harder before you start. There you go. You find it? Use the light on here like a flashlight. I can see it. You gotta reach down there 2 boards down with your hand. Perfect. Good boy. Hey, buddy.
Sometimes I'm silly, and sometimes I get
Yeah, but that's going to run out of battery before you get all of the screws out of the boards. If you just do that. Keep it straight with the screw. It's okay that it make those pounding sounds, buddy, because that's an impact driver. Yep. That's an impact driver, so that's why it makes those sounds, buddy. So that's alright, it's made to do that.
I wish it could never be an active driver.
Yeah, well, when I fix the other drill, then you can use that one, okay? Sound like a good idea?
Okay.
There's mosquitoes out here. One just landed on my glove. Then I swatted at it and it went away. Alright. Hey, buddy. Give me some rock here. Turkey. Love you. Thanks for helping me. Hey, what are you helping me to do? Hey, Willy Bully. What are you helping me do?
Take these boards off.
Well, why? What are we going to do with those boards? What are we doing with those boards? Using them for what?
The cabin.
The cabin. This little fella decided to be a worm on the rug and rug burned his forehead and it swelled up too. Poor guy. Well, where's the cabin? If we're building the cabin.
Right there.
What? Oh, look at that. All right, head over there. I'm going to take a picture for your uncle, okay? I'm going up.
In here.
This is where we're going to start the window. So you can see right there's that line. That line marks where the bottom of the window is going to go. So we're going to get this log on and cut the window out. Pin or frame spot out. And then frame it up. And support it a little bit, and then we'll get on with that side or the back. I don't know. I might do a little work on the back tonight. Probably only do 1 or 2 more before I go see if there are some more pallets. But cross our fingers and see what we got, because that pile of pallets is not going to finish building that cabin. I'll tell you that much. So we will see. But either way, it's going to go up slower or faster. Depends on depends on how he does or how we do together. He's doing awesome though. Every screw he takes out's one less I have to take out, so it makes it that much faster for me, and I appreciate his help. Fast or slow doesn't make a difference. And at least he knows how to control it. That'll be good. He'll have an idea what to do when we put in the chimney pipe. Or the stove pipe. Thanks for your help, bud.
This is how slow it can go.
That's pretty slow.
can't even get the screw out.
Try it. We gotta push it till it moves. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you're doing perfect, buddy. Yeah, good idea.
How about you help me with the other drill, please?
All right. Okay, say sayonara.